this thing and say hello and welcome to the San Diego ATD Get Good with Storyline Workshop, also sponsored by ISPI SoCal. My name is John Morley. I'm an instructional designer, and if I can help you on a project, my email address is in the chat window. Now for a quick word from our sponsors. These are our sponsors from ISPI SoCal. The first Tuesday of the month means it's time for the ISPI First Tuesday Lunch and Learn. In this case, it's practical AI use cases with Ed Duffy and Daniel Perez. Yes, AI is good for something more than generating images of silly robots, and it has practical applications. So this would be your opportunity to learn about and discuss them. And this evening, I certainly intend to show some practical applications of AI. A First Tuesday is followed by a First Friday, which is time for a First Friday roundtable. This time, embracing Gen AI at work with Anthony Markovich. So you can grab a breakfast beverage of your choice, and that will be online at 8 o'clock in the morning. Anthony's smart guy is on the board of directors for the ISBI LA, so I think he'll do a good facilitation of this. It's time to celebrate the winter solstice holiday of your choice with ATD San Diego at the Taproom Beer Company, which sounds like a good spot in which to celebrate. And then you can ring in the new year with ISPI SoCal's first Tuesday Lunch and Learn. The new LND is implications from the post-cognitive revolution. Yes, this is the post-literate era, so we need to get used to it. Speaker Clark Quinn is a sharp guy. I've heard him at conferences, and this will be well worth your time. And then the third Thursday of the first month, I'm back. But more importantly, from Articulate itself, their training program manager, Lisa Gomez, is our guest speaker to give us the words straight from the mothership. No one knows everything about Storyline, especially me. So these workshops are our opportunity to talk shop and share what we do know. Tonight, we're taking a tour through the AI now built right into Storyline. If you care to click along, now would be a good time for you to fire up Storyline. Let's just start a new project here. And web-based training is a visual medium. So let's do something visual, like parrots. So we're going to save this, go up to the file menu, upper left, save as, and I'm going to write in, let's just save it up on the desktop. I'm going to write in Parrot Care Essentials. That'll be a good enough name for that. We'll double click this to open it up. And now we need some content here. So what I'm going to do is going to, I have pre-written some prompts for you. So up here in the upper left, and also take a look over here in this right panel. If you click AI Assistant, you are also able to get access to all of this good, well, it takes a moment, but there we are able to do the same things that we are able to do up here. So for right now, let's just insert some text here. And I am going to put a prompt. The prompt I'm going to use, I am putting in the chat window as well. Prompts are basically the coin of the realm in artificial intelligence. They are of value, or maybe a more suitable analogy is they are like tools. I don't think any mechanic or carpenter can have too many tools. So it might be a good idea for you to establish a library of your own prompts. And tonight I'm giving away some prompts for free. So record this chat window if you care to. So I just entered my prompt there. Now I click the little arrow over here and look what happens. This now gives me an outline for a presentation on parrots. Go down here and click insert. So I asked it for 3 headings. It gave me 3 headings. So let me just go over here and create 3 new. Oh, there's Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Thank you for joining us. Since we have 3 topics, I will just create 3 new slides, and then I will move this down into those slides. Don't really need it as is, but we'll take care of that as we go along. Now, let's have a clean slide here, and we need a title. So let's go about creating a title slide. Go up here in the upper left, insert an image, and I'll put the prompt in there. Down here, it lets you assign the aspect ratio. In this case, I want it to fill the whole slide, so I'll go with this landscape. Click image or generate. Here we go. It takes a little while to generate. And then here are some nice parrots. This doesn't really, yeah, sometimes it'll put text in here, which is kind of annoying because it's the refits doesn't really help things. So let's generate again and see what we have. You can do this as many times as you care to, as you have. The AI does funny things like put human heads on a parrot or put parrot glasses on this guy. But just to move things along, let's select this guy. So you said sometimes you have to generate again and again and again. Well, let's just put a title in this. Put insert in there, go to text box. Well, no, why is it doing that? Parrot, care. Oops, I have my cap lock on. That's not right. Parrot. Okay, we'll reverse that out in white and make it a little larger. Something like maybe 32, 36 would be a nice large type style. And let's make that. I have been using a font down here I thought was nice, SIG something or other. Here we go, Sigika. Make that bold. And now I'll just, I'll right click on that. Oops. Right click, go down to the bottom of the pop-up menu, select Format Shape, and I'll put a little bit of a fill in back of that. So solid fill. I'll select the color, go to the eyedropper to get a color, pull something out of the image. There we go. That makes the title a little bit easier to read. And now that's a little bit too much. So I'll close that. I'm clicking on the box itself, right click, go down, format shape, and let's make that about 33% transparency. So that's still easy to read. One other thing this does is create sound effects. And I think it would be very fitting to have a sound effect on here. So what we're going to do is I'll show you the trigger we're going to use going into the chat window. You can use that trigger along with me. Go up here in the AI assistant area, click insert audio, click sound effects, and our prompt is going to be jungle sounds. Here we go, generating jungle sounds. Oh, let's do this again. Let's unclick automatic and put this up to about 10 seconds. We need more than 2 seconds of jungle sound. So we will now click generate sounds and see what we get. It's still generating. It's generating. It's generating. Okay. And I don't hear anything there. Let's try this. Oh, that sounds like jungle sounds. Okay, let's put that in. Okay, so now we have jungle sounds. We'll do a quick preview here. There we go. That sounds like parrots. And we want that the sound to continue for as long as the user is on that slide. So let's do this. Go up and create a trigger that will down here play media, the sound effect, when the media completes. So this will go over and over again, except that when we do that, I don't know why this is necessary, but when doing that, you also need to create a trigger to play the media, uh, the only media there is there, the sound effect when the timeline starts on this slide. Not really sure why that's necessary, but you need that count them two triggers to make this work. Okay, moving right along. It would be nice to have a background for this presentation. So let's go up to the View menu, click View over here on the left, select Slide Master, and now let's ask it to create a background. Okay, I'm putting this prompt into the chat window. And notice that in this case, you are able to specify colors to use. So we'll click Image, put in our prompt, click Generate Image, again, maintaining the uh, horizontal aspect ratio, and see what we get. Oh, this is nice, except that I wanted to put titles up in the upper left. So let's see if it will give us something that has a empty upper left. Now we have an upper right. Well, let's just go with this one. This is a nice color. Insert image. So now we have that in all of our slides. We'll close the master, go back to our slide view, and then we will start with the, let's see, let's pull this down here and create a title. We will start with diet. Let's go up to in the upper left. We're going to apply a layout. We'll go title only and put diet in here. Let's make that a little bit larger. That's actually a pretty good size right there. We'll go to 28, use the uh, Signica that I was using before, put it over on the left. Let's make it, because it's a little hard to read, let us reverse that
Hey,
out in white.
hey, John, got a question for you.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey,
Sure, I like questions.
do you know if the AI image generation tool has in painting allowed? So, like for instance, you're looking to like, put that text in the upper left hand corner, but you thought that got that
Yeah.
palm frond kind of stuck in the way there. Some AI image generation tools allow you to edit that out or change that. Do you know if this allows you to do that?
I kind of doubt it because it's not all that much, not all that sophisticated. I'll demonstrate a little bit later. You can't ask it to not put something in, which we will discover very soon. But so,
Gotcha.
to
Thanks.
be honest, I don't know, but my guess is probably not. It allows a lot of discussion back and forth with the text, but not necessarily with the visuals. So let me put a text in here. Okay, I'm putting the prompt into the chat window, and I will go up here, select text, put the prompt in here, click the little arrow, and see what happens. There we go. I'll click insert. Yeah, let's see. What did it do? Oh, it inserted it at the bottom of all this. That's interesting. Okay, let's whoops. Need to get rid of that E. I'll select all that and let's pump that up to about a 20 would give plenty of room for other things to go on. I'll stay with that one type style and let's just pull this over so it's lined up with that. Hard to read as it goes over those sort of things. So let's right click, go down to Format Shape. We will go with a solid fill. Down here with color, we will take a eyedropper and just select that. And then after closing this, we will right click the box, go down to the bottom of the right click menus, format, and make the transparency. Over here you see fill, make the transparency, the fill about 33%. So it's easier to read the text, but and you still see the nice leaves in back of it. That's a visual medium, so let's get a visual in here. And I'll go down to select this. Oh, this is an example of what I was talking about, Kevin. In the chat window, take a look at this instruction, insert image. Now I want to put an image over to the side, so I'll select this vertical. Okay. Now notice this says without showing a parrot. Okay, generate image, and what we get is, let's see if this is going to, we get parrots, regardless of what you do. If you maybe just saw the word parrot, and if you get rid of the word parrot, do not include a parrot, see what happens. And once again, it kind of remembers. Let's see, don't want to without showing there.
Have you tried just typing in no parrot?
Uh,
Because some of the
yeah,
AI image generation tools will have non prompts or no prompts, and just put no, and then it removes it.
I think that's a little fancy, but we're going to try it as soon as it generates this image. Okay, we again see, although there was no parrot in the prompt, no parrot. Here we go. Let's generate again.
Well, I think you still need the all the other text though, with like the bird seeds and everything, and then at the end
Yeah,
write no parrot. That's how it sometimes works in at least Adobe Firefly, the other image generation tool.
yeah, that's says plainly right there. Do not include a parrot. So I'll try just no parrot and see if that works. No.
And then remove without showing a parrot at the beginning, at the top there. Just remove
Yeah.
that.
I think as long as it sees a noun, it's going to put that noun in there, regardless of what you say about the noun. Here we go, generating again. And we have some very nice looking parrots here. Okay, in the interest of time, we will go with the parrot here, but this is something to be aware of as you try to, for this type of thing, you probably be better off going into some sort of a uh, specific mid-journey or something that does a better job of this. Okay, now let's move along here and put in the upper left here, I'm going to apply a layout with just a title, and that title will be environment. Yeah, environment. Where, no, where's my title? Title only. See a title box coming in. This is strange. Okay. Oh, there we go. Click to add title. It was being hidden. I'll go up here and apply the slide. Oh, I didn't create a slide title style. I like styles, so select that, go up here to the style thingy and click custom style. This will be a slide title. Okay, I think there's something wrong here. I right click on that and I'm going down to format shape, go into the text box and tell it to resize shape to fit text. Okay, so that does work better. So I'll do this. Oh, what I should do is just copy that and then paste it into these two things and reuse it. Okay, this is going to be health, and this is going to be environment. Stretch that out a little bit, and let's put an environment in here. So for an image, prompt is going into the chat window, and now we're going over here in the upper left here where it says insert image. We are going to enter the prompt, select generate image, and see what happens.
I was just reading on the storyline site for the AI prompts, and apparently there is a way for it to help you create a prompt based on the content. I don't know if you've already covered that, but if you were to highlight text,
Mhm.
I think there's an AI option, not that one, but on the slide itself,
Right.
highlight the text, and then it'll create a prompt to create the image for you.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's try that after we take a look at this. We said create an image of a smiling owner. However, this looks as if the owner is in the cage with the bird. So let's try something a little different here. This time we will specifically prompt smiling owner outside of the cage admiring a parrot. See if this gives us something a little more realistic. And another thing to notice here with AI is that you can see the human is looking at something, but the eyes aren't going at the bird, so they aren't really looking at the thing that they're headed that they're supposed to. So this looks pretty interesting. In the interest of time, I will do that. Okay, pull that guy over here. And you said, let me first put the text in there. Uh, delete all that. And my text prompt is, oh, we're doing this backward from what you said, Kevin, but let's give it a try. I'll keep that selected, go up to insert text and putting into the chat window the prompt. Let's put that in there. Click the little arrow, and what happens here? Okay, so we will insert that. And now did I create a
Uh,
normal
oh,
text? No. Let me create a normal text. Update style from, come on, normal text. Let me update from this. That's strange. Okay. I selected that. I go to text styles. I click the little arrow next to it and say update. Well, that's not working. Let's go back to this. Select all, and we'll pump that up to 20. I think 22 is what I was using. Pull that over here, and Now, Kevin, is what you're saying, copy this.
No, not copy it. Just select it and then hit in the little window there where it said the text was. Where if you mouse over the text,
Okay,
there
I'm
was
mousing
there
over
was
the
a little
text.
prompt. Maybe you have to highlight it again. There was a little prompt that or a little pop up that had you be able to select the change the font. Um, no,
Change
no,
the
no. Select
font.
the text.
Okay, I'm doing a Control A to select the
There you
text.
go. Right there, right there, right there. See the little stars?
There.
Click
Yeah.
that. I think there's like image prompt in maybe one of those edit selectors. I don't know. It's
What's
behind you, so I can't see. You might have to scroll
change?
down.
Change. Ooh, look at that. Generate from selection. Suggested improvements.
Create an AI image prompt right there.
Ooh, look at that. That's verbose. We'll copy that. Control C for copy. Now, do you think I could? Yeah, I think we just have to go up here and insert image and see what happens. Yeah, thank you for that, Kevin.
Uh, what is the prompt? What did it give you?
I think it substituted
For
children
children? Interesting.
in an inviting and spacious living area designed for children, showcasing a variety of colorful toys that encourage exploration and creativity. The room features soft, comfortable seating to promote social interaction with children playing, which has absolutely nothing to do with what
What
we
was the
put in
text?
here, a
Oh yeah, that is. That is what it is.
including toys. Okay, for
We did. You
so.
didn't mention the parrot though. Create a
Mhm.
living space of generous size. Maybe that text should have parrot written into it.
Well,
Or some kind of
the audience
introduction.
already knows this is parrots. So let's go up here. Insert image. Okay, I'm putting this for reading. I'll say for parrots, create a living space.
Yeah, I believe the AI here is very self-contained within each generation. It doesn't look contextually at the entire project, so it could have quite a bit of coherence issues in image and text generations because it may be dealing with a very limited um, context window of reasoning. Ah, we got a headless bird up in the top right one in the background. Decapitated parrot.
But is that a healthy and happy parrot? Does it have enough toys to play with? I think
Yeah.
you're missing the point, Kevin. It doesn't need a head, it needs a
Doesn't need a
spacious
head
environment.
to for that, huh?
Let's see if we can put a head on that guy.
Did Storyline announce or say what was the AI, was it using like DALL-E? It's definitely not using Midjourney, but is it using DALL-E to generate these images? What API is it going to?
I do not know. I did not research that, so I am.
I'll look into it.
Yeah. I'm very curious of that. This is strange the way it's put that yellow in there, but we'll just cheat by doing that. Okay, so that's as far as we've gone there. Now let's do health here. We'll pull that guy down, and let's put the text work from the text prompt again. That this is health. Okay. Uh, list the four most common. Okay. It'll be interesting to see what it comes up with there. I'm putting the prompt into the text window, into the chat window, excuse me. Now I will go up to insert text. do a thingy down here.
So just for
And
everybody's knowledge, it looks like Storyline is there. Well, at least what they're saying is that it's a proprietary AI for image generation. So it isn't working off of one of the more popular or standard Dollies or Mid Journeys or Fireflies or anything. They it looks like they've trained their own model.
which could explain why it's a little bit less sophisticated than the other ones. Okay, let's get that down a little bit so everything fits in there. Let's get rid of that. Go down here and go a little tight. Boy, it looks as if parrots can have a lot of troubles. Won't mess with this much further. In the interest of time, I'll just leave it as it is, and we will go for an image of a image here, okay? How about a sad parrot? See what it can come up with as a sad parrot. That guy looks pretty unhappy. We'll put him in there. Okay, let me haven't been saving a disk here, so a Control S to get it saved. And let's experiment a little bit with a text to speech here. I'll put the prompt in. There's the prompt. Now let's go up to insert audio here in the upper left. I'll select text to speech and we will put, that's strange, already filled in. That must have been because I had selected it. What I really want is what I had in there. Now, notice that there are a plethora of voices here you can choose from warm, childish, foreigner, American accent, Irish accent, British accent, American accent, deep narration. We want something
Yeah,
a little
let's use the
friendlier.
Irish one.
Irish,
See what that sounds like.
okay. That was a little further up, wasn't it? Irish, okay. Young, excited narration. All right. I'm excited about Paris. I don't know about you guys, but
Watch for these symptoms that may indicate a parrot in less than optimum health.
okay. Well, insert that in there.
Hey John, that sounded a little echoey. Is that just through Zoom? Did it sound echoey to you, or is that how it
L-
was generated?
Let's preview the slide and see what happens.
Watch for these symptoms that may indicate a parrot in less than optimum health.
No, it sounds pretty good to me. How
Yeah,
did it sound to you?
it sounds okay. A little robotic, but not bad.
Okay. Let's see. How are we
Yeah,
doing?
it sounded good this time.
Yeah, well, we have a little bit of time. I wanted to uh, do a prompt here, another an outgoing text here. So I'm putting the prompt into the chat window. And what I'm going to do, I want something to happen when the user exits this. So what I'm going to do is create a layer down here. And in this layer, I'm going to go up to insert audio and do the text to speech thing again. And do that. And it remembered the Irish accent, and now we have
If your parrot seems to be suffering from any of these, here's a good idea.
okay, we will insert that. Now, what we want to do on this layer is advance to the next slide once the media completes. Okay, how do we do that? Uh, jump to slide, next slide when the timeline ends on this, or let's just say when the media completes on this one. Uh, media completes, okay. So now what we need to do on the base layer is delete this jump to next, or what we can do is just change that and say jump to, not jump to slide, but show layer when the user clicks or swipes next. So we should have audio coming in and going out. We'll click that and listen to what happens here.
Watch for these symptoms that may indicate a parrot in less than optimum health.
So the learner now has all the time they want to look at these, and when they're ready to go ahead, they will click next.
If your parrot seems to be suffering from any of these, here's a good idea.
Okay. So on the good idea, we want the slide to advance automatically. Down here in the lower right, I'm clicking the little settings wheel, and we're going to say slide advances automatically. And now what we're going to do is in the upper left, insert a new slide, and we are going to have a prompt, image prompt, putting the prompt down into the chat window. Go up here to, let's go over here and try it this way here. Over here in the right panel, I'm clicking generate image. And now we will describe the image as a parrot being examined by a vet as a concerned middle-aged woman owner looks on. Let's make that full screen here. 16 by 9 aspect ratio, although it doesn't say exactly what the aspect ratio is. That's an interesting expression at the lower right. Well, in the interest of time, let's just go with this guy here. Yeah, you can see this vet is looking at something, but she's obviously not looking at the parrot. Oh, I kind of like that one. So let's go with that one. And what the voiceover is going to say is, get thy bird to a vet. Put that in the chat window. Go up here to the home ribbon, and on the home ribbon, we're going to find audio, text to speech. Put in that prompt and let Jeremy have his say.
Get thy bird to a vet.
Okay. There we go. And we'll let that advance automatically. Oh, when I'm showing the AI assistant, I'm not able to make changes down here in the lower right at the settings thing. I'm going to advance by automatically. Okay. Now let's do a review. Well, let's do a review slide. Okay. So
While you're setting that up, John, I was going to
yeah,
mention the AI voice generation here is that one is used through what's called Amazon Polly. It's kind of appropriate. We're doing birds, and it's using Amazon Polly as the AI image or AI voice generation API tool. So if you hear these sorts of voices in other locations, it's because they subscribe to the same Amazon Polly voice generation system.
it's lifted from Amazon. That's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, there
Paul.
many It's many of them do. I mean, like a lot of the other tools. I don't know about Storyline, but there are a lot of other AI tools for generating text out there that divert. Basically, they use the backend API to OpenAI's ChatGPT. So even though you're using a tool in some other program, you're using ChatGPT. But for here, the voice generation is through Amazon's version, which is a decent one, but it's very popular. It's used a lot. So you may hear these voices being used in other places besides their Storyline files. You're like, oh, that's a common voice. I've heard that one before.
Yeah, that is the ugly side of using canned media. I have a story much too involved to relate right now, but I'm going to type in review. Okay. Oops. No, I had to just grab this, copy, and then what? That's not right. Okay, copy that, put that there, and say review. And the voice is going to say, oh, where are we? A little comment on flying birds. We are going to insert audio, again, text to speech, which just amazes me how much better this has gotten. All right, Jeremy, what you got to say about
Now,
this?
before it all flies away, let's summarize your new knowledge and reinforce it with a few review questions.
Okay, insert. And we want that guy to advance automatically as well. And now, if you haven't done this in the past, this is something that I think is astounding and certainly save me some time. In the upper left, again, click on quiz. An entire quiz can be generated here. Down at the bottom here, let's click these. And then this lets you select the slides from which the quiz is generated. Clicking continue, we shall continue here. And then what content do you want me to reference? Okay, I have 3 slides have been selected. Got it. How do you want to add to this quiz? We want new slides, so we don't even have to create slides. Direction, we're not going to do this any further. And look at that. We have, well, it's still working over here. It says in the lower right hand, it says, okay, I'm generating a quiz. Just a moment. 2 moments, 3 moments, 4 moments. Well, this is something that would probably take me a couple hours to do, but this is a perfectly valid question here. Which of the following should be included in a parrot's diet? And look down, if I click on slide here in the right panel, look at this. This has generated feedback, appropriate feedback for all of the incorrect questions as well, incorrect answers as well as the correct answer. And then here's a second uh, quiz question as well. So let's wrap this up here with a new slide and ending slide. We are going to put the prompt down into the chat window. Here it goes. Now let's put the chat into, in the upper left, I'm going to just go to a blank because we're going to fill this in with okay, we're going to insert an image. And the prompt is what you can see in the chat window. I'm going to fill this up and what we're going to see is a really bad idea uh, because it puts in text in very awkward kind of situations. So for this type of slide, it's much better to go with just a background with the kind of prompt I'm putting in right now. I'm putting this new prompt, textless prompt, into the chat window. There it goes. So now we have what could be a very appropriate ending slide. Here we'll insert that, and then we will put in our own. Let me copy some text here. We could just go in and put our own darn text in there any place that we want it. There we go. So let me save that to disk and take a look at. Are there any questions right now, Kevin? Did you see anything else that any bells or whistles we haven't tried yet?
No, I haven't yet. I mean, yeah, there definitely is some bells and whistles that we haven't tried yet, but I don't know what to really look at quite yet. I haven't played with these AI tools in Storyline, and I am familiar with other AI tools outside of Storyline, but it's very curious on how Articulate has managed to integrate these in here in a way that makes them easy to use, as opposed to just going outside and copying and pasting from something like ChatGPT that has a much more um, robust reasoning capabilities.
Yeah, exactly. I am quite impressed that this will do a lot of things for me. Yeah, it's as you said, you can get better quality stuff going to the uh, other AI, the more specific tools. But I think this is amazing. So we hit.
What I'm really anxious to see Articulate do, and I'm chomping at the bit for, is to have and I don't think it does yet. Maybe you can tell me, John, if you've seen this, or if anybody, a interactive chatbot within an e-learning. So if somebody that's taking the e-learning has a specific question or needs more context to the information in the e-learning, they can just simply type to the chat bot and it'll respond to them, just like it was an AI prompting tool. That would be fantastic to have as part of an e-learning, because right now those tools are only available outside of SCORM environment.
So would you then add the user would add their own data, their own information that would populate the chatbot?
Well, the chatbot would be grounded in the information from the e-learning module that you're creating. So everything you're creating here, all the parrot care and all of that would be in that chatbot. But the user could then talk to the chatbot, maybe even through voice, but more likely typing initially, and ask
Right.
questions like, "Hey, I don't know if I understood how the diet of a parrot's diet correctly. If I feed them this type of food, would that be okay?" And the chatbot would reply here inside the e-learning module.
Oh,
That would be a great feature.
that would be so slick. Yeah. I think
There are tools that do that, but you have to subscribe to them, and it's a difficult process.
you might be able to do that as a web object, create a chat bot with something like Zapier or something, and then
I
set that up.
use I use
Uh,
D-ID. I've got a
uh,
chatbot of myself for one of my courses, and yeah, D-ID is one that'll do that for you. But would that? I'm wondering if that web object. I haven't used web objects in Storyline. Would that appear there in the the player, or would it just link someone to a website?
it would basically it would bring it up within the player, but it's actually going to the website itself.
Huh.
So it could be out on the internet, or it could be behind the data firewall for the organization. I have to play with it a little bit to figure out what it's
if
doing.
I if I gave you a URL or embed link, would that work? Could you try that?
Yeah, sure, sure. don't have time to do it this evening, but
Oh, yeah. Okay.
well, but yeah, let me mess with it a little bit, and I'll get back with you. Let's see how this worked.
Watch for these symptoms that may indicate a parrot in less than optimum health. Get thy bird to a vet. Now, before it all flies away, let's summarize your new knowledge and reinforce it with a few review questions.
Okay, there's the questions, and seems to work properly. The feedback could sure be prettied up a little bit, but congratulations, we have completed this demonstration right on time too. Any questions or comments? Or yeah, I really like the assignment I received from you, Kevin. I'll try to figure out how to make this work with a web object. It's been several months since I worked with a web object, but I think I can make that work. Send me the URL, and we will give it a try. So I will de-share my screen here, and thank it's a small but mighty group here. So I thank you all for being part of this. And unless there are any questions, I will bid you let me share my screen again. And good night to you all. And I hope to see you again. Well, we're going to be dark in December, but in January, I have got somebody from Articulate itself. She's the manager of training for Articulate. She's going to be our guest speaker third Thursday in January. So I think that's going to be a very good one to log into. So I hope to see you there. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Night. Thank you.